Hi, good day, and welcome back to the channel. It's a sad story today, but a valuable lesson for Julian. He picked up the most beautiful girl, or so he thought. He was warned, but didn't believe it. But when he saw his girlfriend aroused, he acted wrongly. Let's get into it. But first of all, if you haven't already subscribed, please do so. Like, share, and especially comment. Hi, Defan. Now, I'm writing in because I want to warn others about a situation I found myself in and now know I reacted the wrong way. I was walking through Jomtien, where my hotel was, a beautiful hotel just a little way from the beach. I stopped at a bar where I had a few drinks, and the girls came over and sat next to me, so I bought drinks, listened to the music, and we were having a good time. One girl in particular was very forward and was full on. I knew I was going to have a good time, or so I thought. She had small pert breasts and a figure to die for. The sexiest bright red dress, and she couldn't keep her hands off me. Handsome man, she kept saying, stroking my leg up to the top. Oh, well, she said, as she felt I was aroused. I eat for dinner, she said, licking her lips, and boom boom for me and you. That was it. I asked about bar fine, and Julie agreed 3,000 for a long time, all night until 10 a.m. I guess we could seal the deals a couple of times tonight and then again in the morning before she left. Plus, she agreed to eat me for dinner and breakfast. 1,000 bar fine and paid the bar bin of around 1,500 baht. We were pretty drunk by then, but we managed to walk back to the hotel in a reasonable manner. When we got to the hotel, we went into the bar and around the pool and had another drink. It was then that we made our way through reception to my room. Tarek was on duty as usual on reception, so let me first explain about Tarek. Perfect English, and what a fabulous bloke he was. He had the same dry sense of humour as me, and one night I saw him out and we had a good drink together. As I say before, I was 10 days into a 2 week holiday, so we had banter every time we saw each other. He beckoned us over for an ID card as usual and examined it. Ladyboy, he said quietly to me. I laughed and he winked. So I knew he was joking, or so I thought. Well, I ignored the comment and we went to my room. Immediately, she bent down in front of me and ate her dinner. I slid her dress off and stopped her before I could finish. Shower, I said, and she duly went into the bathroom in bra and panties. I put my stuff in the safe, like a good lad, and joined her in the shower. She was facing the wall. So I went in behind her and was kissing her neck. And then when she turned round, and that's when I saw it, she was rock hard, and so was I. Well, that's when I lost it. Get the F out, I shouted, and pushed her, or him, out of the shower. I felt sick. I was in shock. I now know I was wrong pushing and shouting, but I could not help myself. Get dressed and get the F out, I said, throwing her clothes at her. And that's when I got a clean punch straight to my jaw, followed by a kick in the stomach. Pay me, I go, she demanded. No way, I said, and told her to get out. She went, and I went back to the bathroom to sort out my cut lip. But 5 minutes later, a knock at the door. Tariq was there with security and the girl. Sir, you must pay agreed amount, he said, as security pushed into the room. No way, I said. Sir, if no pay, she will call police. You will be arrested. He then explained that as some business has taken place, and he had said ladyboy, then although I assumed he was joking, he clearly wasn't. Furthermore, because I had pushed her, she will press charges if I do not pay, and my injuries will be deemed as self-defence by the Thai police. He spoke Thai with the ladyboy, turned to me and said, "Sir, do not ruin vacation. Pay and finish it now." I could see Tarek was not joking, so I opened the safe and paid her 3,000 baht. With that, she left. I cleaned myself up, fancied a drink, and then went back to the hotel bar. Tarek was still there. He beckoned me over, and I duly obliged. "Sir, I told you, ladyboy. Seriously, when you laugh, I assume you already knew and wanted ladyboy fun. Are you okay? Your lip is fat." He then explained that most girls who feel they are assaulted would want more money to compensate for assault and still call the police once paid. But she, in front of security, had failed to just leave if she was paid. I then realised Tarek had saved me a lot of hassle. "What should I have done?" I asked. "Well, sir, you just say sorry. This is not my intention," and politely ask her to go. "You had some service, so you must pay. If you did not have service, you do not pay. But more importantly, you should listen to me when I say ladyboy. Then you don't pay her, but lose bar fine only. She is working person, and when I said ladyboy and you still went to room, you made contract. This contract must be paid." Well, I learnt a lesson that night that I will never ever forget. I even was ashamed of the way I acted, and it got to me. So 2 nights later, I went back to the bar and offered her an apology, which she accepted. I then went to another bar and had my last entertainment of this bizarre holiday. First thing I asked was, "Ladyboy?" She assured me she wasn't, so at least the last action was memorable. Probably the best action of the holiday, if I'm honest. When I got to the hotel, Tarek, who usually said nothing, just said, "Lady." I was so relieved he did not say boy, but just smiled and his customary, "Have a good night, sir." In finishing, I've deliberately not named the hotel or the bars because of the weird laws in Thailand. Anyway, I hope that the lesson I learned in Bart and Blood will maybe help others in a similar situation, and we will not have a superstar like Tarek helping us out. Keep up the good work, Deafman. Julian. Well, Julian, thank you for your email, and yes, a valuable lesson. So look, guys, you may be in shock, you may have had a few drinks, but if your lady has a dick, then remember they can fight like a man. As Julian got a good kick in the guts, it sounds a bit Muay Thai, which is Thai martial arts. So if you do make this discovery, be polite, say it's not your thing, and bid her farewell. If anybody else has a story that will help others, then write in at deafmanwalking1962@outlook.com. As I said before, on the video I've put a few scenes with ladyboys in it. See if you can tell the difference. Let us know in the comments with the timestamp.
If you like this video, then please hit the like button.
And subscribe to this channel, it is free to do.
I was just about to say subscribe as well.
And leave a comment for the deaf bloke.
Like, subscribe and comment so the deaf man keeps walking.